I told myself I would never date an older man. My friends, they spoke of the many wonders that come from dating someone more distinguished, worldly, mature, but I never really found the right older guy to spark my interest. That is, until the fateful night when Tom's profile crossed my screen, and curiously, I said yes, I swiped right. Instantly, we were a match, and my heart skipped a beat. I affectionately called him my silver fox. He wasn't like those average guys on the app. You might have met them. Much younger, gym-obsessed narcissists whose only interest was how much time we would spend in the bedroom. I was tired of that norm, and I thought, maybe it's time for a change. He seemed too good to be true. Ivy League educated, devilishly handsome in that salt and pepper kind of way. He was even fluent in 5 languages. On our first date, we instantly clicked, laughed for hours, and when he told me he was tired of the endless dating and genuinely looking for a serious commitment, I was on cloud 9. So, do you think he swept me off my feet and now knows exactly how I like my morning coffee? No. 365 days and countless dates later, we were no more committed than we were on that first date. You know, the truth is we cared for one another, and we deeply enjoyed our dates. But both of us had fallen victim to a paradox that's radically shifting coupling in America. Dating has killed commitment. The dating landscape, it's trickier than ever. If you're single and looking, I want to show you how to make a big shift in your relationship status today. And if you're already coupled up, chances are someone you love is looking, and between us, don't you often wonder, why is this amazing person still single? Together, let's open the door and discover dating in this new world. I was once a traditionalist. I met my husband in person, and after a short courtship, we became engaged. This was while I knew of dating, and I didn't understand, why would you do it any other way? So when my girlfriend started discussing online dating sites, I couldn't help but wonder why beautiful, successful, educated women who just wanted to find one good guy to settle on were stuck on endless streams of casual dates. A few years later, I found myself single again. To my surprise, technology, like dating apps and websites, had literally taken over the way we meet people. Long gone were the taboos with the online dating sites. Now everybody wanted me to jump on in. I found it shocking. In 2017, 20% of American brides met their spouse through these channels, completely surpassing the classic avenues like through friends, at college, or at work. Traditional or not, I was going to have to get with the times if I wanted a chance at finding a relationship. Not only had technology overtaken the way we search for a partner, but now it also dictated our level of communication with them. When I met my husband in 2010, he didn't have a messaging plan on his phone, so we couldn't text at all. Now, after my divorce, I'm blown away that dating communication is done almost exclusively through text messaging. So I did a little research, and I found out that in 1995, the average American sent 1 text per month. And today, the average adult spends 23 hours a week texting. And if you're mobile dating, go ahead and double that number. Mobile dating went mainstream in 2010, And now nearly 100 million people are using their phones as a 24-hour singles club. And there's no turning back. I came back into dating in an era where it feels like this endless supply of dates at our fingertips. As long as you have your phone, you can line up a date almost instantly. With all of these choices came this new attitude that romantic partners are abundant commodities. I mean, why put up with any minor imperfection in a date when the next person, next swipe, might even be better? We're stuck in the endless pursuit of the next best thing. At no time in history have we had so many options, but if we have so many choices, why are so many of us still single and searching? As human beings, when presented with just a few options, we easily pick one and we move on with our lives. When presented with countless options, yes, here I am in my closet once again, full of clothes, with nothing to wear, we freeze, either walking away from the decision entirely or not wanting to make a choice at all. I mean, who goes to a Vegas buffet and has only one entree? And that's what these dating websites and apps are. They're Vegas buffets, and no one is choosing one entree and leaving. Instead, they're gorging themselves on the endless options and experiencing an unwavering sense of FOMO or fear of missing out, and never actually selecting a partner. Did you know these dating apps were built on a gaming theory platform? They're designed to keep us coming back for more. We get a hit of dopamine every time we match with someone. This is a very powerful drug-like high. So participating on the dating apps is an actual addiction. The real problem is that the dating apps were not designed, as one would assume, to find a relationship, but instead to keep us matching on them. When we start dating someone, we don't get the same dopamine exposure that we get from the matching. So when we start to experience the withdrawals, we feel them as a sense of uncertainty about the person that we've selected, or possibly a little bit depressed now that we're with one person. And many of us head back to the app. They've created this cycle of nonstop dating. This was hard to swallow as a newly divorced 30-something that just wanted to find one good guy to sit across a dinner table with every Friday night. But I refused to give up, and I challenged myself. I'm going to figure this out. I wanted to know, how do you break the endless dating cycle? How do you use the tools of modern dating without getting addicted to swiping? Ultimately, how do we find the relationships that so many of us are yearning for? Where do we start? I think it starts by giving the people that we date a chance to miss us. You might not remember this, but there used to be a 3-day rule after a first date. Now, there's an immediate expectation of a text. We have no patience anymore. We're talking more in a year of dating than our grandparents did in a decade of marriage. We have absolutely no patience. We're in constant communication with people through social media and text message. We don't let people miss us anymore. Think about it. You've just met someone you were over the moon for, and they check the boxes of everything you're looking for. What if you weren't in constant contact with them? Would you be all the more excited to hear from them and learn about them? Have you ever found you're more interested in the person that's not that into you than the one that's openly and freely offering their affections? The same principles at play here, and you can use it to your advantage. Now, if you're interested in the whole serial dating thing, be my guest. In fact, I'll send you the Silver Fox's phone number, and you can tell him I sent you. But for the rest of us, Let's admit to ourselves that we want more than this endless dating cycle, and that we want modern dating to lead into healthy commitments for all of us. First, celebrate and embrace all of this new technology, because never in history have we had so many potential dates at our fingertips. Just do it with healthy boundaries. Limit yourself on how many people you'll chat with, or ultimately choosing one person to focus on. Don't just search to search, search to date. If someone's just texting you and not dating you, or only sending you messages in the wee hours of the night, or only for a last-minute visit, they're not worth your time. Casual encounters rarely lead to committed relationships. Some people are dating to date, and some people are dating for commitment. Know the difference, be the difference. Also, never rule out the old-fashioned way of meeting people. My father, who's a very successful salesman, once taught me, you can get just about anyone to talk to you about the weather. Can you believe it's 90 degrees today? Might open the door to a much longer conversation. If someone catches your eye, take a risk. You never know where it might lead. What I found was, once I put my phone down and I started setting some boundaries around my app activity and my level of digital communication, everything shifted for me. I learned to slow things down and break that impulse of checking my phone and responding every chance I got. I'll be honest, it wasn't easy. It's hard to ignore all the direct messages and texts and validation from potential romantic suitors waiting in your inbox. I too had to get through the withdrawals of matching. Ultimately, put that phone down every once in a while and give the people you're dating a chance to wonder what you're thinking and doing. In the era of modern dating, a healthy dose of mystery and a chance to miss you are the greatest gifts that you can give someone you like. Let them wonder and ultimately yearn for your attention. Don't be so quick to give it away. You might be thinking, whatever happened to that silver fox? Well, it turns out, once I found myself in a commitment with someone else, he realized he missed me. Something 365 days of dating never showed him. The saying is true. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. I challenge you, here and now, help me bring commitment back. In a world of blurred lines, let's draw our own. Keep searching for something meaningful and worthy of your love, because it's out there looking for you too. Thank you.